Welcome to the Disneyland Forever podcast, your source for all things from the happiest place on earth. For more updates, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Disneyland Forever, and you can check out our website, DisneylandForever.com. Hey everyone.
Hello.
It's Jordan.
And Daniel.
And, I just realized this is coming out on Thanksgiving. I doubt very many of you are listening to this on Thanksgiving unless you're not in the United States.
Yep.
Well, you can listen to it on Friday.
If you're a Canuckian, Thanksgiving was last month, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's in October.
The gal I worked with yesterday, one of my colleagues, is from Canada. And very thick Canadian accent.
Oh, really?
And she was talking about, she's like, isn't Thanksgiving this week? I was teasing her. I was like, no, it's not. There's nothing this week.
There's no November holiday. Sorry, I just barely realized that. And if you're thinking, like, why are you recording this for Thanksgiving? Like, we didn't. It's the night before.
It's just
we don't
the
have
day.
anything to do.
It's just Thursday. Last year we did a I'm Thankful For episode, but didn't want to repeat the exact same, so we're doing something a little different.
I will say that this was, I was going to say 90% your idea, 100% your idea.
Yes, but someone requested it.
It is.
A long time ago, like months or years ago.
I think it was 1 or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We just never got around to it.
So we're fulfilling it. It was always on my list, but that thing we are doing is talking about why, or how, or who, what, no, something, some sort of...
This is entertaining.
What is the 5 W's and the H? How we met. It's the H. How we met, and why Disney is actually weirdly a part of both of our lives. Because it came to the relationship before we met, even.
I'm so happy I just said you introduced this.
I worked for so long today, and it was another terrible day.
This has just made it all worth it.
Maybe I'll actually have a Wednesday that night that we record it that I'm not totally out of it. Probably not.
I think that's happened a few times.
Yeah, a few times in life.
You
will get major entertainment value for my out of itness.
Out of itness? What's the T for?
I don't know. Shut up. Just you talk then. I'm going to go in my room.
In the room?
In the room.
Well, unfortunately, the next thing that we have to do is to read a review.
I think I could read. We'll see. There we go. This one's from Drew Hickey. They said the best Disneyland podcast. Said love this podcast, and then it's the emoji that's like the blushed cheeks with 3 hearts around it, and the eyes are kind of like.
There's a reason they don't hire you to do all the audio description.
And there's it's smiley, and the eyebrows are slightly up.
You move on.
What?
His review is not a description of the emoji.
I found Disneyland Forever as a Midwesterner heading to Disneyland with my family this past March. I wanted planning tips and found the podcast to be very informative, practical, and super fun. Dan and Jordan's info helped us have a wonderful time at Disney. I am now a Disneyland fanatic and still listen daily to relive my experience and plan the next trip. Dan and Jordan are so funny and relatable, and I always smile and laugh along with the episodes. I love following their trips on Insta and live.
What was that?
The website of Live.
That you could live? Or you think you could read? I can't see.
You can't speak either.
Nope. I never said I could.
And live vicariously through them when they go to the parks. Thanks for all you do, and just keep swimming. Thank you. Just keep swimming. Thanks for the review. I did like 98% of that.
You did. Wow. I also take it as a personal badge of victory that we've converted another person to Disneyland.
For sure.
That's actually, I kid you not, when we meet people who are Disney World lovers and like, yeah, what's so special about Disneyland? We're both like,
everything.
Okay, sit down and we are going to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
Empirically.
I had to come to that realization myself, too.
Actually, wasn't it last week we were on the monorail and you just said, why did you ruin my child? Like, No, it wasn't. You always say, why did you ruin my childhood? You said, like, why did you ruin everything or something?
Yeah, you ruined something else.
Or maybe you ruined my life. I can't remember what you said.
I can't remember what it was even. But
or something, for some reason, I just remember we were on the monorail at Disney World.
I like the monorail at Disney World better, so it wasn't the actual monorail. But.
See, the funny thing is I prefer it at Disneyland.
It's too tiny, and there's no air conditioning, and
you don't really need it though when the ride lasts 5 minutes.
But there's no point to it. It just goes swirling around 700 times for some reason.
You get really good views.
No swirling. I get good views of
What good views are there?
The big dong ball, the big ball.
That's the only views you get are inside the Contemporary, and then when you go inside Epcot, and that's it.
and the wedding area of the Grand Floridian. That's one thing it even says on the very, very quiet background talking now. I don't know why it's so quiet. Please,
but it depends on the monorail, because some of them it still screams at you.
No, but not that much.
Yes, it does. Yes, because everyone's always talking about the wedding pavilion at the Grand Floridian.
Exactly.
No one's talking about this.
I just did. Just talk about the news. Oh yeah, well, thank you for the review. We really appreciate the review, and keep them coming. If you feel so inclined. I'm doing pretty good.
I'm actually willing to just go get some popcorn and just listen.
If you feel so inclined, please leave us a 5-star rating.
It's not so easy, is it?
Well, I don't do it every single week.
Go on.
On Apple, Spotify, or Audible. Or if you want to be verbose and make me happy and less stressed, then leave a 5-star review on Apple devices and go find all the Apple devices and leave lots of reviews, please. Thank you. Okay, go.
Yep, this is entertaining.
What?
I'm good. Everything's good.
News.
So we do have a few good news items. One that I want to talk about because it's not really a rumor, but we just don't know a lot about it yet. Disney Imagineering has actually released, they've been working on new underwater audio animatronics.
Huh.
And it's specifically...
For Avatar Land, I assume?
It seems like it's going to be specifically for the new Avatar Land at California Adventure because these things that they've been working on look just like the creatures that are in Avatar: The Way of Water. And from all we can tell from the concept art, the Avatar Land at DCA is going to be more based on that film.
Which is the
second one.
I know, but it's already happened. Why are they not doing Fire and Ash? Which is upcoming.
Well, you could have said that about the first one in
That's true.
Animal Kingdom.
That's true. Because they did it long after, right?
So...
Okay, whatever.
I'm sorry that you may as well say, why don't they just do it based on the fifth film?
Exactly. I want to know.
Anyway, so it's based on more that film, and so they've been testing them. They're a little bit on the small side, but then they've also been testing larger things. I'm reading this here. There's like a dolphin-like prototype, and it has like pretty organic movement apparently. And then a third prototype is more like a hydrofloat, so kind of like a what is that called?
Raft?
No. What is that called? Like it's a thing.
Oh,
nope. I can't remember it now. It's the thing where it's like surfing on the water, but then it's like it can come up out of the water, like the part. I can't remember how to describe it.
Yeah, it's not parasailing.
Something with a plane.
Right?
Plane, I think, is in foiling, hydrofoiling.
Ah, yes.
It looks like hydrofoil. Ha. Okay, got there.
Set the S-foils in attack position.
Yes. And so they've been working on that as well. So it's not like there's a lot of information. These are all prototypes, and they are successful. But there's nothing that says these are the exact things that we're going to see at DCA. They might be, but that's the only reason why it's really making news is because this seems to be like a good look into what they are doing for this land that they're working on. And it's a big deal, especially since it doesn't relate to California, but they are introducing a new life-size Olaf animatronic, walkabout animatronic in both Hong Kong and Paris.
Yeah, why do all the international parks get the cool stuff?
I don't know.
And I am always the Debbie Downer in life and in Disneydom. If they do a new thing like this in the water, it's going to break because the domestic parks don't care about keeping stuff up.
Yep.
So we'll see how long it works.
I was thinking about that as we were making dining reservations for our next Disney World trip, like the Garden Grill. Why doesn't it spin? I really think they just gave up on making it work.
I
don't know. Anyway. Also, a small thing. Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln has already re-debuted.
So it's just like going to be months of each?
No, it wasn't supposed to debut yet.
Okay.
Apparently, the talk on the street is that the Disney animatronic is malfunctioning a little bit more than they would like, and so while they work on it, they've switched it. Sometimes they switch it over to Mr. Lincoln, but it also shows that we probably will never see that theater closed very often ever again, because if they want to work on one animatronic, they just flip the turntable and have the other show going. And apparently, the whole show. Because they did, obviously they've changed the background for Lincoln. Has a smaller backdrop, and it doesn't have like all the columns and everything. But other than that backdrop, apparently everything is the same. Exact same show. They even said it still has the same lighting behind him at the end of the show. So that's the only thing that's changed is like a slightly smaller background behind the character.
They should just turn the turntable on at really high speed and just have it spin around and have them both talking at the same time.
Let's not do that.
Both music's going and very confusing.
Apparently, the way that you can tell which one is going is the sign out front.
The larger font.
There's a sign that's actually out on the street that says that people noted that before it was saying underneath Walt Disney A Magical Life, it said continuous showings, and then it said nothing under Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, and then they came the next day and it had switched. There was nothing listed under Magical Life, and it said continuous showings under Lincoln. And so it's a way to kind of, it's one way to let you know which one to expect to see. And they did say like inside where it has like all the Walt Disney stuff in the back room, the waiting room, it still just had the Frederick Douglass pre-show going on, which makes sense since they're about to do the Mr. Lincoln. So it's not like they're changing out that back room. It's going to stay with that display with all the animatronics and everything back there. But
what did they do with the large
itself,
Capitol building, I wonder?
I don't remember what they did with it. It's kind of sad.
Probably threw it away.
I hope they didn't throw it away. It took apparently years to make.
I hope not.
They bought it from somebody. Anyway, the next thing is that Disney has removed mobile order as an option from all of the candy locations in the parks. So that means the Candy Palace, Pooh's Corner, the Trolley Treats, Bing Bong Sweet Stuff, and the Wonderful World of Disney Sweets. They all used to have mobile ordering as an option, and now none of them do.
It didn't seem like too many people were using it.
That's one thought as to why they have discontinued it is because of underuse.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I know that I didn't use it as often as I probably would have is because I think that when it was busy, they would take some of the items off of the mobile order anyway.
Yeah.
And so you wouldn't even be able to choose everything that you wanted.
Yeah, you didn't know. You could go there and see, oh, yeah, they do still have this, but it wasn't on there. That happens a lot with Jolly Holiday, which is very frustrating, too. Especially the seasonal stuff. I'm like, I know you have this stuff. Just give it to me.
I know. It's kind of frustrating. So it's not like, again, this doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to get anything from there. It's not, probably with the way that you've been getting treats from these places, this is not affecting that anyway. It's just that there are now fewer places that offer mobile food ordering. And honestly, I didn't really love them here anyway, because the only way that it would work is that they would just go put your bag on a table, like on the other side of the room or something. Like, just go grab it.
Hopefully the Wonderful World of Sweets doesn't do the take a number thing, because when they first opened, I think it was before.
No, they still do it.
Do they? Oh, yeah.
That's how because of the way that there's not really a line.
When they first opened, we were like number 7,342, and when we got in there, it was like 20. Yes, it was pretty. It was a long wait.
No, it wasn't. I only waited like 5 minutes.
Oh, well, it looked like it was going to wait a long wait.
No, they still do take a number at Wonderful World of Disney Sweets, and that's just because they don't have a line anywhere. They allow everyone to just kind of walk everywhere, and they don't have a line, and so they just call you up to the register one at a time.
Which at that location, you can walk around and look at the 3 things they have.
They have more things on the walls.
That's true. Not the fresh stuff.
They have lots of stuff to sell, and they have like still the windows you can watch the making all the candy.
I just don't understand why they have 2 things of the same stuff, and it's not that much.
I don't know why it's different than what they sell in the parks.
Very weird.
These weird characters that they've created, it's not working for me.
Let's
go back to what you were doing before. Okay, the last thing, and this, of course, it dropped the day after our last episode. So Disneyland has announced all the dates for their 2026 Disneyland After Dark events. So typically for Disneyland After Dark, and you have heard us talk about these many, many times, typically for these, they usually have 4 different events throughout the year. They range from 2 nights to 8 or 9 nights, depending on the evening. And they are all themed. They all have specialty entertainment and food and characters. And it's a lot of fun. We have been to 2 of them. We've been to Star Wars Night and we've been to Pride Night. We have opinions.
Yes.
But they are a lot of fun. There's some of these that are like super, super well known. They usually always have 3 of the same nights and one that changes themes every year. This year, they're doing things a little bit differently, and I'm okay with it. So let's go through these After Dark events really fast. Also, just keep in mind, I'm just looking at Disney's website right now, and it is important to remember that these tickets, they are expensive.
Yes.
Okay, they're
like 150 to 200 usually per person.
It's in that ballpark.
Around there.
In that ballpark. And just remember that the parties themselves only last 4 hours, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. But you are allowed to enter the park starting as early as 6 on your party ticket. So it really gives you 7 hours of admission. And it does include PhotoPass. So all the PhotoPass photographers that you see around the event, use their cameras because it is included in your party ticket.
I swear Star Wars Night was more than 4 hours, was it not, when we did it?
No, it was only...
Maybe.
It was only 4 hours.
Oh.
That's one of the reasons we got nothing done.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one, and this is one of the standard ones they do every year, is Sweethearts Night. This is by far the most popular one they've done. This is one of the 2 that has been around since they started doing these a number of years ago. And this will sell out. If you are interested in going to Sweethearts Night, you're going to want to get your tickets as soon as you possibly can, because these will, and I repeat, will sell out. Sweethearts Night is held on 9 different nights this year, January 22nd, 25th, and 27th, and then February 3rd, 5th, 8th, 10th, 12th, and 17th.
Not Valentine's Day.
I think the reason they're not doing Valentine's Day is because it's a Saturday.
Oh, yeah, because this looks like they're mostly...
Most of these are...
Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Yes. And so I think it's because it's on a Saturday. They don't really want to close Disneyland down early on a Saturday night.
I wonder if it'll coincide sometime to be on the 14th on one of the days they...
It usually does. It typically does. This is unusual. Or at least they do like the 15th or the 13th. They do around it. Yeah. The closest is the 12th. So this one, they are going to have a few new things this year. The Celebrate Love Cavalcade. I'm hoping that it's something more similar to what they do for the Pride Night Cavalcade, because those are really fun.
Yes.
They also said they will have the new Once Upon a Dream, a musical journey through the Disney Songbook show. All it says is it's a musical look at love and romance featuring this live singers and a variety of Disney royalty.
Where's that?
It doesn't say. They will also have a Disney Duets festive karaoke at the Golden Horseshoe. And they will have a Donald and Daisy are hosting a Valentine's dance party in Tomorrowland Terrace. And then they have some specialty food going on, particularly at the Galactic Grill, the Red Rose Tavern, and the Rancho del Zocalo. Those are just like for the to-go options. And then they will have specialty menu options at table service restaurants, Cafe Orleans, River Belle Terrace, and Carnation Cafe, subject to availability. Those ones you're just going to look for reservations and just check on the time of the reservation. And if it's during the party time on that particular day, you're getting it for the party. And it probably will warn you when you book it that you need to have a party ticket.
Yes.
Now, these ones, the tickets are going to go on sale for Magic Key holders starting December 9th. So that's going to be for Inspire Key holders, and then all other Magic Key holders on December 10th, and the general public on December 11th. So 9th, 10th, 11th. So always remember, it goes Inspire Key holders, all Magic Key holders, general ticket sales, always starting no earlier than 9 Pacific time. Again, if you are interested in going to Sweethearts Night, you need to buy it
the day you can.
The day you can, because these will sell out. They probably are only going to last for a couple of days at max before they're gone, because this is an extremely popular event. Now, Disneyland is doing something unique this year. They added another Disneyland After Dark event. So they added 70 Years of Favorites. I wonder why.
Huh, that's weird.
So this one is all about the 70th anniversary. This is on 2 nights, March 3rd and March 5th. This one, it's all about the decades for them. And so they will have swing dancing in the Royal Theater in Fantasyland, because back in the 50s and 60s, that's actually where they used to have swing dancing, is in that exact location. It wasn't Fantasyland back then. It wasn't the Royal Theater back then, but it was that location. They're going to have a Videopolis dance party at the Tomorrowland Terrace, which is going to be all 80s music, because that was an 80s thing. And then they're going to have line dancing at the Golden Horseshoe, which is going to be set up like Woody's Roundup, which is the show they had in the Golden Horseshoe in the 90s and early 2000s. They're going to have sentimental photo opportunities this is that will harken back to past entertainment, such as the Mad Tea Party, which used to be at California Adventure, the Main Street Electrical Parade, and Club Buzz. If you
remember the Mad Tea Party.
I never got to go.
It looked cool, but yeah.
Did we go?
We looked at it. I don't think we went to it, but I remember
That's true. It looked really awesome.
But yeah, it was very short-lived.
This Club Buzz one, I would like to know if you guys remember Club Buzz, because I do.
I do not.
I didn't think that you would, because it was when you were still a fan of Disney World.
Yes.
But yeah, that'd be fun. And then also they'll have special characters. This says like long lost friends from the Disney Afternoon, mother and father from the Carousel of Progress, the Phantasmic Monkeys. Like there's a whole bunch of things, so it sounds really fun. They will also have. They're not going to have like full out dining packages for this one, but they will have specialty food. These tickets go on sale the same exact dates as Sweethearts Night. Again, this is March 3rd and 5th. So if you're interested, December 9th, December 10th, December 11th. So same things.
That one there's New York steak and prawns at the River Belle.
Yes. Okay, then the next one is going to be the Disney Channel. So for the rest of these, we don't have very many details. They're only releasing details about those two because they're about to sell the tickets, and so they want you to know what's going on. These rest of these, we do not have details other than the dates. So Disney Channel Night, this was new last year, and they're keeping it again. I think it was extremely popular. I'm sorry if you heard that. That was our cat.
Running like a crazy woman.
If you imagine like a cartoon when someone is like running and they can't get their bearings and their legs are just moving really fast.
That's our cat.
That's our cat. So it's literally what's going on. I can't remember everything that went on with the Disney Channel Night. All I remember is that it was really popular.
Didn't it not sell out though?
I thought it did because I think it only had 2 nights. This year they're doing 3 nights. I didn't sell out as fast as some of the other ones because it was new.
Yeah, people didn't know what was going on.
But I think it was really popular because it does celebrate like the 90s and the 2000s and the 2010s, like anything Disney Channel related. So this one is going to be held on April 12th, 14th, and 16th. Again, this is all we know at this time. And then they are still continuing with Star Wars Night. Now, Star Wars Night, 2 years ago, they had expanded it greatly to 8 nights. Last year, they expanded it to 9 nights. This year...
5.
4.
Oh, that is 4.
That is the number 4. You count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow. Yeah. But it does include May the 4th be with you.
Yes, which they haven't always done. So this one's April 28th and 30th, and then May 4th and May 6th.
Yeah, last year they didn't sell out for much of them.
No, I don't think they sold out.
Yeah.
There were at least half the dates never sold out, so I think that's why they've brought it down to 4. If you are interested in going on May 4th, May the 4th be with you.
That will sell out.
That one will be the first to sell out. If you don't care so much the date, I think you will have a few days, but with only 4 nights, I think it will eventually sell out.
Yeah, I think so.
And then they are, again, doing the return of Pride Night. And that will, and I swear this is the exact same dates. Maybe it's not.
I don't know.
But it feels like it's the same dates, but it's June 16th and 18th. And again, that's all we really know about them at this point. So anything that's going to be new for these last 3 events, we will not know about them until the time comes nearer. And if you guys are also, because last year we got a lot of people asking when are these Disneyland After Dark tickets going to go on sale. We let you know as soon as they let us know. A couple months
before each one.
Pride Night didn't go on sale for a very long time.
It was late April, and we're like...
I didn't even feel like it was early May or something.
I don't know.
Like it was a long time before they sold those ones, and I don't know why. Actually, I have an idea why, but I'm not 100% certain. So that's all the news, which I know is a lot of news, especially since we had to talk so much about the Disneyland After Dark events. I think we need to do another episode just on those. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. If they release more info, maybe. So, yeah. We met...
Oh, so by the way, we're transitioning into our main segment now.
Very good segue.
I was born with a small blue egg.
I do love Scuttle's portrayal of the life. Yeah. We met, 14 years ago now?
It was 2012 or 2013.
So 13 years? I don't know.
It was 2012 is when we met.
I think so.
Yes.
We met online, like a lot of people do. And we were living...
Nowhere near each other.
No, like...
Nowhere near each other.
20-minute drive away? 30?
No.
I don't know.
It was like a 45-minute drive.
You were in Salt Lake right then.
And you were in Ogden.
Yes.
That's 45 minutes away.
Oh, okay. Shorter if you buy a helicopter.
Oh.
And the first time we met, we watched 2 Disney movies.
No, just one.
Was it just Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought we watched Newsies at some point, but maybe it was later.
We did watch it at some point, but not in the first one.
And so I think we both were very excited to find out that we both love Disney.
Yeah, I don't remember even who suggested it. We were just like, do you want to just go inside and we can turn on Beauty and the Beast or something? We're like, sure. And I think both of us were like, ooh, Disney related.
We did go bowling.
Yeah, we did other things too. But I don't remember, we didn't actually go to Disneyland together for a while.
No, I think it was about a year and a half, maybe. Or a year.
I don't remember. I don't remember all the details.
It wasn't super.
But we
after.
didn't go all the time. It took us a while before we finally went together, because I do remember that when we finally did go together, that was my first time going to Disneyland since 2006.
Wow.
Or 2007. I think it was 2007.
One of your only times flying.
It was I'd been on the plane a few times.
Oh, I thought you mostly drove.
No, not that time. Oh, what?
Well, in the past, you'd mostly
yes.
driven. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'm with you now. Yeah. Yes.
In the past, I was talking about. We stayed at the Disneyland Hotel the first time.
I think we considered that mostly like our honeymoon.
Yeah.
Because that was when we got married illegally.
Yes.
That's a whole other story.
Before it was...
That's a whole other story.
Legal.
Nationwide. The one that we considered like our honeymoon, that's why we decided to splurge, and we went to the Disneyland Hotel, and we were there for quite a few days, and we did, some slight bougie things, not like extremely, but... I was
fairly poor still at that point, so...
Mm-hmm, sure.
Comparatively.
Mm-hmm, sure.
You were still a student, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Which that's like zero income.
Yeah.
But we went to Disneyland, I think twice maybe. And then Jordan had always loved Epcot ever since he was a kid, ever since he learned about it, heard about it. And so we were able to make his dream come true to see Spaceship Earth. And
that was another bougie trip, because that was the one where I insisted. The only 2 things I asked is, can we stay at the Contemporary, and can we Epcot be the first thing?
Yep.
As I know most people I have to go to the Magic Kingdom. I could not have cared less. I didn't want to see it.
Even then you didn't.
No, because I saw it as it's just Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I already know Disneyland, but Epcot's new, and I want to see Epcot.
Yeah. So we got a room facing the Magic Kingdom, it's better park view, but in the actual main building, and that was before they renovated. It was nice.
I liked it better before they renovated it.
I mean, it is updated now, but
it looked better then.
It looked better before. Kind of interesting. But yeah, going on the monorail, going around, I'll always remember him seeing Spaceship Earth the first time.
Oh, I remember seeing it for the first time. I started crying.
Yeah.
I was so excited. Basically, we just I think it was the culmination. I feel like we'd gone to Disneyland maybe 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
by the
maybe
time
2 or 3
to Florida, because we still weren't going super frequently. But it was just we that was the culmination of we definitely, this is something that we enjoy doing, is we enjoy going to Disney parks together. And then we started, because by that point I think we had gotten. No, it wasn't very long after that we got our Premier passes. Yeah. It was back when anybody could purchase a Premier pass. It was a couple,
maybe a year or 2 after that, because we're oh yeah, we should do both.
Because we started going more often to both coasts.
Yeah.
We were already annual pass holders at Disneyland by that point.
Yes.
And then it was shortly after, within a year or 2 of us going to Florida for the first time, that we decided to just upgrade to Premier Pass. Again, this is back before anyone could buy it. And you thought that you were going to convert me to Disney World.
Yep, that's why.
And it did not happen.
That was when I still thought Disney World was better. I grew up going there
because actually I still remember
every summer.
I still remember on that particular trip, everything you were just talking up like, oh, you're going to love this, you're going to love this. And then I just kept asking you questions and you went like, I don't know. I'm like, why is it like this? And you go, I don't know.
It was funny because I warned him about the water at the Magic Kingdom area. I was like, when we go to the Contemporary Resort and when we go into the Magic Kingdom, the water smells terrible, it tastes terrible. And so the first thing when he walked in the door was
it wasn't the very first thing. It was we got in the room and then
you had gone
because we took a red eye and this was one of the few times where the hotel room was actually ready for us when we arrived at the hotel.
I remember that.
And so we just went straight to the room and we decided we were going to sleep for a little bit because we were exhausted. And I also was like, well, then I'm taking this opportunity to go shower.
That's what it was.
And I walked in there. I walked in the bathroom and I just said, what is that weird smell? And then I think I can just imagine what your face was in the other room.
I'm like, mm-hmm.
And then I just went like, oh my gosh, it's the water. And then I'm like, it smells like an alligator.
And then I think you like put your nose closer to the
in the shower.
In the shower, like, yeah. You're like, it's getting worse. Yep.
It hasn't gotten any better. And the Magic Kingdom area. The rest of the areas are fine.
I swear, because we went to the Polynesian this past trip, I swear it wasn't quite as smelly, but
no.
But I did when
the water wasn't that bad coming out of the tap either.
Yeah, when we ate at the Jungle Navigation Skipper Canteen Limited Club of friends and Mickey,
that was years later.
No, just this past time, I was like, oh, the water's still gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we would go more frequently to both coasts, and over time, I realized that Disneyland's better. When I was a kid, that's what we did, was Walt Disney World every summer for like 10 days. It was super fun, although the heat was terrible. And I knew that, and I would get like nauseous with how hot and humid it was. But that's just the time of year we went.
My childhood was that every other year we'd go to Disneyland for a week.
The summer?
No, because that was
busy. It was expensive.
Too busy and too expensive. And so we'd go in the middle of the school year. In fact, I still remember the one... I think one of my years in high school where I missed an AP test, and the day I got back to school from the AP test, they came and told me you're taking it now. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm surprised you were quite the nerd too, like me.
I was.
I'm surprised you went out of school for a week. I would always freak out if I got
Yes,
sick.
I'm going to say no. I'm not going to go to Disneyland.
I know, but whenever I would even be like sick for a day, I'm like, so much homework's going to accumulate.
I knew homework. I did homework while I was there.
Oh, well, that's sad.
I studied for my biology AP exam while I was gone. I even asked my teacher for study materials, and I used them while I was there.
That is very sad, but understandable.
Yeah, true on both hands. But basically, how do I put this? It didn't take us very long to realize that we both just had like a really deep connection to the Disney parks. And it wasn't like it's the only thing that we had in common, but it was a key component, because I think later we both admitted to each other that if the other one wasn't as into Disney as we were, that it probably would have been an issue.
Yeah. And it truly was with Disney parks, because
yes,
I love Disney movies. I've grown to love them more. But when I grew up as a kid, I never saw Snow White or Cinderella. My mom hated animated movies, so I never watched them.
I will say even today, I'm still the bigger Disney movie fan.
Yes,
over you.
I did grow up watching
and I did introduce you to a number of animated films.
I did grow up seeing like Pocahontas and Lion King with my dad, because he didn't mind so much. I don't know why my parents have always been like anti.
You never watched the films, but then you would go to the theme parks, which is funny.
My mom never went to Disneyland as a child. My dad never did. He was way poor and grew up in like the Midwest. So yeah.
I mean, you would go to Disney, but then you would go to Disney World even when you were in med school. You went by yourself.
I did one time. Yeah, it was still fun. But yeah, it was funny because my mom didn't really go on a lot of rides. My dad and I, when we would go to Disney World, I remember one time we stayed at the Polynesian, and they had like the extra magic hours, I think it was both beginning and end of the day or something, because we would get up at like 6 a.m., go straight to the park and stay, and the Magic Kingdom was open till like 1 a.m. We would stay till the very end, ride Splash Mountain a few times, and then go and sleep and get right up the next morning. I don't know how my dad did it. I don't know how I did it.
We never stayed after the fireworks. We always went back to the hotel.
Yeah.
We would be there first thing in the morning, but we never stayed after fireworks. Mostly because we were all like too dead tired. We're like, no, sleep.
My dad did kind of taint my idea of Disneyland when we first went, when I was, I think, 5, because he's like, wow, this castle's so tiny, which it is, but
because it's perfect.
I still love Cinderella Castle, but
we can all make mistakes.
They've ruined everything around it now, so.
They've ruined it. They ruined it in 1971.
No.
I don't know what it is, because I do love the one in Tokyo, and it's almost identical.
It's the same thing.
It's almost identical. It isn't identical, but it's almost the same. And I like it in Tokyo, but I don't like it in Florida. Anyway, so, I mean, I guess we kind of talked about what we said we were going to talk about. Not really.
I mean, it wasn't like I said, we met online. Those stories aren't always exciting anyway.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's kind of become almost like a core part. I wouldn't say it's like our identity. It's just more like it's become now a thing where we don't really have to, it's our thing that we don't have to think hard about, and we can just go and enjoy.
Yep. And it's definitely expanded, because like I said, we only went like once or twice every year or two, maybe, and then it just got more and more, and we get more involved, becoming DVC members. And
I will also point out who is in charge of scheduling all the trips and decides when and how often we go.
Me.
Yup. Who has zero say in it?
You.
Me.
I sometimes ask you.
No, you don't.
I think I have once.
Yep.
What? I like Disney.
I know. I mean, I don't argue about it, but I'm just like, okay.
And we do still have Shanghai as our last international park.
Happen.
I don't know either.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we did do Paris. What was that, like 8 years ago?
It was a long time ago, but we're going to go. We have plans to go again in a couple of years.
Yeah. It's changed. A lot has changed, and it is amazing.
It's technically going to have a different park when we're there.
Yeah, technically different name and different stuff.
That's what I mean. It's going to be a different park. There's going to be like virtually nothing the same as the last time we saw it.
Make sure you do go to Paris and Tokyo. They're amazing.
If you, I know this is a little bit different. This was a different type of episode, but we just kind of wanted to, I don't know, have a little bit more
personal. Yeah.
So hopefully you've still found it interesting, entertaining, and we had some fun anecdotes. I don't have as many fun anecdotes as you do, because my family trips were just very like straightforward. We go, we enjoy the parks, we leave. There were stories, but like nothing super colorful. We were just enjoying our time together. And other stories I actually have already told, so we don't need to. We don't need to reiterate them.
Mine weren't always exciting, but.
Just remember, if you are planning your trip, right now there are Black Friday sales going on right now with Getaway Today. So use the link in the description, and they have some really, really good things going on right now to save you a lot of money. It's a way to support us, but it doesn't change what you pay at all.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook to keep up on stuff, especially news.
And then make sure that you subscribe to the podcast and new episodes as they drop. And then we'll see you guys next week when it is officially December and Christmas season.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Okay, bye.